Okay, now we're going to create a development drawing of this hexagonal cone. And we're going to use the information that's given in the drawing. Note, the height of the cone is not equal to the length of each surface. You're going to include tabs for surfaces that are going to mate. You're going to add your name prior to folding it. And neatness and accuracy count. Keep tape off the outside of the cone. So get rid of this. And you're going to see the cone now. Well, some of it anyways. Here we go. And first thing I got to do here is I got to darken in this line right up here. Didn't come out terribly well. Oops. I don't want to use that. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label the points. And I'm going to start right here. This is going to be A, B, C, D, E, and F. And our center is 0. Now up here on this view, this is going to be A prime and F prime. The middle here is going to be, this is going to be B prime and E prime. This is going to be D prime and C prime, and up here this is 0.0 prime. Okay, so now I'm going to put a point right up here, and this is 0. So that's the center of our cone right there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down to my hexagon, and I'm going to draw a line from 0 out to the right. And it's just a construction line. Now I'm going to take my compass, and I'm going to place, what I'm doing is I'm finding the true length of this line 0C. And if I have that one, I know that 0D, 0E, so on, all the way around, those are going to be the same true lengths. So I find the radius of this hexagon, and I bring that up till I strike the line. Now, what I'll do is I'll come right from that point straight up till I intersect this line, which is the XY plane. Now, from here, from 0 to where this intersects, that is actually the true length of line. So this is true length of line 0C. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to get the length of this true length line of 0-C right here. And I'm going to use my compass to do this. So put it right on the 0, And then I'll go down here till I get to this point right here, which would be 0C. Then I'm going to come over to my 0 point, and I'll just swing an arc here. Okay, now what I'll do is I will take my triangle and I'm going to get my pencil on the point 0, and any angle I want here, I'm just going to draw a line straight down to that arc, and that's going to be the start of my radius. Now, from this point, I'm going to use that true length right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing this arc nice and big all the way around. And I'll change my camera here so you can see it. But first, before I do that, before I change my camera too much, I'm going to come down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the length of AF or CD. Doesn't matter which one of those I do. I could do any of the other ones too because it's a hexagon. They're equal in length. So that's the true length of that. Now, I'll move this back up here. And I'm going to go to this intersection that I created here. And I'm going to start to tick this off. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, come on. 4, 5, and then 6. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from 0 to all of these hatch marks. And then I'll label the points. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, and I believe this one is A again. So the last thing to do is to come in here. I'll come in a 1/4 of an inch at both ends here. And then I'll go out. I'll go out like 3/16 of an inch. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make my tab. And this doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a tab for the inside. Oops. So there we go. So that'll be my gluing tab, or taping tab, I should say. And that's all there is to do in this. You know what? I did forget one thing. Sorry about that. I forgot I had to connect point A to B. Straight line. B to C with a straight line. C to D with a straight line. D to E. E to F. And F to A. So once you have those straight lines on there, now you're done.